Welcome to the presentation on urogenital system of finfish. Urogenital system is also called as genitourinary system. In vertebrates, the organs concerned with the reproduction and urinary excretion joined together by urogenital pore. So here the organs which aids in reproduction is testis and sperm duct for male and ovaries and oviduct in case of female, and the organs and structures which helps or which aids in excretion, that is kidney and nephric ducts, urinary bladder. So here we will see about the excretory system of fishes. So what is meant by excretion? Excretion is a process by which the metabolic waste is eliminated from the fish or from any organism. So excretion is an essential process or an important process in all life forms because it eliminates the waste material from our body, which helps in maintaining the homeostasis, the body balance. So what are all the organs related to the excretion in fish? Is kidney. So here comes, based on the origin and based on the presence of structures and important functions, how it excretes and additional structures, it classified into pronephrotic kidney, mesonephrotic kidney and metanephrotic kidney. If we take about pronephrotic kidney, it is composed of ciliated funnels and the blood is filtered in glomerulus and enters the funnel, which could be seen in shark. So the filters waste from the body cavity and excrete them to the outside. But if we take the mesonephrotic kidney, it also filtered the waste from the blood but not from the body cavity, and also it excretes outside via tube called mesonephric ducts or also called as Wolffian ducts. If we take metanephrotic kidney, it could be seen in reptile, bird and also in some mammals, and it excretes through ureters. If we take the chief excretory organ, it comes kidney, ureters, urinary bladder and urinogenital aperture. So the structural and functional unit of kidney is called nephrons. If we take histologically, each kidney contains approximately more than 1 million tiny tubules called nephron, and it is the structural and functional unit of kidney. So the structure of each nephron will be divided into two major portions, that is Malpighian body and renal tubule. So if we take the kidney, again it is having different parts which includes head kidney and trunk kidney based on the structural. Here the Ogawa in 1961, he classified the kidney into different types for marine fish and for freshwater fish. So for marine fish, if we take, there are five types of kidney, that is based on the fusion and structural difference from the head kidney and the trunk kidney. So if we take the marine fish kidney, it is of five types. Type 1 is always seen in clupits, where the head portion and the trunk portion is fused together. And if we take the type 2 kidney, it is found in marine catfishes and eel. Will have a slender small head portion and wider trunk portion. And type 3 will have elongated trunk portion and slender head portion. If we take type 4, the fusion will be at the posterior, which will be seen in seahorse and pipefishes. And type 4 is seahorse and pipefishes. And type 5 is seen in lophus. If we take the freshwater fish kidney, it is of three types, that is type 1, type 2 and type 3. Then comes the part of nephron. The structural part of nephron has major portions of renal corpuscle or Malpighian corpuscles or Malpighian body, which includes glomerulus, Bowman's capsule, and then comes renal tubules, then comes collecting ducts. So if we take this renal Malpighian corpuscle, it consists of glomerulus surrounded by the Bowman's capsule. So what is this glomerulus? Glomerulus is a capillary network that arises from the afferent arteriole and empties into the efferent arteriole. So the diameter of the efferent arteriole is smaller than that of the afferent arteriole, which helps in maintaining the blood pressure of the glomerulus, which is coming and going outside. So then comes Bowman's capsule. Bowman's capsule here. It is a double walled cup like structure which encloses the glomerulus. So, and the Bowman capsule consists of a single flattened epithelial layer cell. So then comes the renal tubules. It consists of neck region, first proximal segment and second proximal segment and distal segment. And collecting ducts or tubules. So it is of U-shaped with middle portion, and which is also having the segments of the distal convoluted tubules, the distal segments and the collecting tubules. Actually, collecting tubules are the part of kidney, and it consists of several tubules to unite them to form a duct which will collect the urine and aids in filtration, reabsorption and augmentation of the urine. So this is renal or Malpighian capsule with the parts of efferent arteriole and afferent arteriole. So the trunk kidney consists of large number of tubular nephrons, which of each will produce urine. So each tubule consists of renal corpuscles, while intracellular space is full of lymphoid tissue functions. Then head kidney composed of lymphoid tissue, hematopoietic and interrenal and chromaffin tissue. Few nephrons may be seen in some species, but renal corpuscles are absent. So, which is a balancing act, like relative concentration of water and solutes internally must be maintained within the fairly narrow limits. If we take the transverse section of proximal segment and distal segment, you will find the difference of the presence of lysosome and brush border in proximal segment and ciliate in distal segment. So these are all the excretory system functions. So before going into the excretory functions, we should know about osmoregulation. Osmoregulation is nothing but it regulates the solute concentrations and balances the gain and loss of water. Excretion is nothing but it get rid of nitrogenous metabolites and other waste products from the system. So if we take the functions, it is of four types of functions or four major process, which includes filtration, that is filtering of body fluids, producing a filtrate with water, salts, sugars, amino sugars, and nitrogenous waste. Then reabsorption of the essential things from the filtrate, and secretion, like in addition of larger molecules like toxins and other excess solutes from the body fluids to the filtrate. Then excretion is just filtrate leaves the system. So if we take the freshwater fish, or the fish lives in the water with less concentrated medium than the body fluids, the fish tends to gain water and lose salt. So the large amount of urine in terms of volume and urine is less concentrated than the body fluids. If we take the marine fish, or the fish lives in water which is more concentrated than that of the body fluids, the fish tends to lose water and gain salt. So obviously small volume of urine is produced and urine is slightly less concentrated than that of the body fluids. So here freshwater fish which tends to gain water and lose salt, large amount of urine volume will be produced and urine is less concentrated than that of the body fluids. If we take marine fish, the fish tends to lose water and gain salt. Small amount of urine is produced. In freshwater fishes, large volume of urine and salts are reabsorbed in the distal tubules. But in marine bony fishes, it gains salt from the environment and tends to lose water in order to adjust the amount of urine. So The shark tissue contains high concentration of urea. So in order to prevent urea from damaging the other organic molecules in the tissues, they have trimethylamine oxide, that is TMAO. Because of high solute concentration in the tissue, water enters the cell. Sharks usually don't drink the water because it produces the concentrated urine. Yes, here are the some of the functions of excretory system of kidney and gill. From the first, kidney, it removes the excess water and salt, and it produce and remove the urine which contain creatine and creatinine and nitrogen compounds and urea. And in terms of marine fish, kidney remove magnesium and sulfate ions, and even in sharks it removes TMAO. So the gill, it removes ammonia, CO2 and urea. So if you know about the hormones and enzymes, renin is the hormone secreted from the glomerular cells. This hormone is active in increasing the blood pressure and controls the glomerular filtrate. If you take about the blood supply of kidney, the kidney of fish receives the blood supply from the renal artery and renal portal vein. The renal artery supplies the blood to glomeruli, where high blood pressure helps to separate the glomerular filtrate. The renal portal veins are connected to the capillary network around the kidney. So if we take the nature of balancing and the function, it starts with filtration and reabsorption of monovalent ions in freshwater and urea in elasmobranchs, and secretion, which includes water, sodium chloride, magnesium sulfate and nitrogenous wastes. So all it enters into the filtrate and excreted as urine. Urine is the more dilute as compared to the plasma in freshwater fish. It is isoosmotic with plasma in seawater. So the balancing act of internal environment is influenced by the external environment. Therefore, the osmoregulation and excretion is done, and the freshwater fishes in different environments show adaptations that regulate uptake and conservation of both water and solutes. And osmoregulation is based largely and controlled the movement of solutes between the internal fluids and external environment. So this is all about the urogenital system of fishes. Thank you once again. Thank you, one and all.